Well, it's responsible for one of the, or actually two of the six declines of violence that I discuss in Better Angels. The phenomenon of the long peace, that is the obsolescence of war between great powers and between developed states, and more generally between nations, because most wars have become civil wars. Civil wars tend to kill fewer people than interstate wars, something shown by Andrew Mack here at Simon Fraser. And there have been fewer wars, fewer deaths in warfare, I think in large part because of the new international order, because of the existence of the United Nations and the norm that war is not legitimate except in self-defense or with the approval of the Security Council. Whether or not that has been enforced in 100% of the cases, the fact that it exists as a norm has been significant, perhaps dating back even earlier to the Paris Peace Pact of 1928. And Una Hathaway and Scott Shapiro have argued that this was a pivotal event, that even though, to much ridicule, it did not prevent World War II, it was retroactively adopted and enforced with the founding of the United Nations in 1945. It's a real departure from human history that you can't, say, go to war to claim an unpaid debt or to prosecute any old grievance. That war is literally illegal, which for most of human history was not the case. War was the continuation of policy by other means. But anyway, that is part of the liberal order. And I think, and looking at graphs of number of wars, number of deaths in war, amount of territory that's changed hands, one does see 1945 as a kind of turning point, and I think it's not a coincidence. 1945 and the post-war era also helped inaugurate a cascade of rights revolutions. First, the Civil Rights Revolution, the Women's Rights Revolution, Gay Rights Revolution, Children's Rights Revolution, and now we're starting to see an Animal Rights Revolution.